Hello everyone, welcome to another session of the Lusophone Empire. Things are continuing to progress towards Portugal owning the entirety of Africa. It's, well, doesn't really look like we're dominating, but we're still certainly one of the more significant powers in the area, so that counts for something, I suppose. Problem is money, as it has been pretty much from the beginning of the game. And part of the reason that this budget is exploded so far is now we're spending 64k on universities, which is pretty significant. And yeah, really need to work on just getting more money and spending as little as possible on everything. Having 70k interest, also a bit of a problem. So overall there are a lot of issues. And yeah, I just have to hope I can fix them in time for fighting French and the British, because at the moment we're not really in a position to even try to do this. Let's make sure I go through. We actually have steamships now. I suppose it's time to switch at this point. Might as well allow the game to go slowly. Yeah, I guess it's time to switch into... Is there like anything that cannot use the steamships yet? The ports can. The wishing travelers, the fishing travelers can be switched into Steam. You guys can be switched into Steam as well. So yeah, I guess it's fine. Yeah, let's switch everything from the conquest as well. Those should be fine. Good elastics, but I don't think I really need those, especially since I really have not enough clothes in the first place. Doesn't really change that much. Definitely need to use rubber for my tools. Not that I have enough, just the workshops anyways. And yeah, let's switch for Steam. Fertilizer. Do I have enough fertilizer? Probably not, but let's try it. Let's see how the market looks with everything turned on to the max. It's probably not going to be very pretty. But I need to just take a look how things are looking and how we are standing. I know it, so getting more coal would be really nice, but there's not even close to enough explosives. But let's try at least to get the explosives for now. Do I have enough now coal and engines? Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, so getting mines to switch to dynamite and a production method to increase automation are really also important. I have nowhere close enough engines for those. Barracks, yeah. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of troops from the conquest, but that's fine. This is not really that expensive, so it should be fine. This is a bit expensive, but I guess I can take it. Ports, industrial ports, for sure. Secular. Yeah, that's good. I think Harwood is going to be fine. Not enough engines. Not enough in a lot of stuff. A lot of fish is going to help probably with the standard of living, to be honest. I'm really not sure if before publicly traded, I think was better, quite clearly cut, but as it is now, somehow it will increase employment of capitalists, even though it shouldn't. Like, this is really not... Both will be massively increasing the balance, though. This balance is minus 22k and that's plus 32. This is a mess. Let's just go for this and see where we end up. Okay, so now I know this. And there are a lot of problems immediately visible. I think engines are the biggest one. So fertilizer, coal are closely behind. Yeah, I cannot use that much coal. That seems to be clear. This is fine. This I can remove, I guess. I don't think I have enough transportation, and I don't have enough construction to manage it anyways. Yeah, you guys should be fine with this anyways. Yeah, let's lower the amount of coal I'm using by any way possible. It's not. Fishing wharves are using the most coal. Okay. It's a bit annoying because that means I cannot really switch to steam power, including ports. But yeah, that's too much coal. I cannot really handle it. Okay, so now things are slightly better. Now the problem is just the fertilizer. And that might be a bit easier to handle. Also, I need 1,000 bureaucracy to build the Suez Canal. Also, I think we have trade agreements. Spain, why not? Because I want to trade with those guys just to get maybe a trade agreement at some point. Okay, so let's get this done. And I definitely want more government administration. Actually, wait. Let's get railways first. Here, here. Azores. You guys don't have any. It's probably best to have at least one. And in all of those other places, let's get you port. South Angola. Yeah, you guys are good. You guys need even 3 over here in Alentejo. Make sure the actually important ones are prioritized. Yeah, okay. Maybe let's get this done. The construction efficiency malus everywhere is a bit annoying. Also this... this is a problem. -3 to opposition, it's actually quite a lot. Is there any... those that I really don't care about? I guess I have to remove this one. Money remains to be a problem. The credit is still pretty significant, so I have a bit of time, but I need to get something done, and soon. I never fixed my market, basically. That's... maybe I was investing a bit too much outside of my nation. Yeah, I'm just making the Portuguese happy at this point. This is much more important priority. Okay, the fertilizer is okay. Engines, everything is expensive, but at least it's not a total disaster. So, do I just continue? I'm spending probably the most out of everything else on iron, and iron is still fairly expensive. Maybe I just focus on iron still. Sinai apparently could get it, but I will need people in Sinai for all this stuff. Looks like 10 in Benin. Apparently there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh damn, this is a really good state. Iron, coal, rubber, and well, 10 logging camps is not nothing. They actually have a bit of their own infrastructure as well. Okay, now how do I get 1,000 bureaucracy? Basically, I don't think I do. Unless I build a ton of those buildings. Maybe this is the option. The way to go. Oh, wait. Oh. No, no, no. I didn't know you can click it without the actual bureaucracy. Expand oil industry, okay. It's only for 18 months. And actually, I will be needing more bureaucracy because I suspect the population of those states should be increasing massively all of the time. What's the standard of living in those places? It's pretty high. I don't think it's like comparable to like the home countries, for example. No, they're actually getting kind of close. The population in the home countries is just not that high, surprisingly enough. It's actually decreasing. So that's a bit surprising. People, for the most part, are beginning to kind of chill, at least when it comes to the interest groups. Do I go for a quick war somewhere in this area? Just to increase my GDP a little bit? Or do I wait to decrease the infamy? I probably should wait to reduce infamy. And just to avoid getting into any dangerous wars as well. How is my colonization going on? There's just one state here left. So just so that I don't forget clicking it later. Let's select something that looks good. So let's start colonizing here. It's going to be very slow because of severe malaria, but yeah, you guys are actually going to get this done pretty quickly anyways. So just something is that is happening. No, there's no famines. And the food is actually fairly cheap for the most part, I think. Just there's a lot of other problems, but apparently food is not one of them. So where am I producing my engines? In a few places, mostly in Extremadura. How are you guys doing with the workers there? You have workers, you just don't have enough levels of it. And of course there's the problem of prices of the input goods, which is pretty high overall. So I definitely need more engines. 1K, Beira. In theory, I think you guys should be the cheapest because there's coal and iron being mined here. This will be the priority. It's going to happen after everything else gets built, I think. Especially the railway. Even though it's going to increase the prices of engines. Oh, looks like the radicals are going away slowly. It's really nice. And really important as well. So I have about 35 million left. I'm losing about 1.2 million per year. Per week. Well, I have a few years at best. Probably best not to try to do calculations live, but it's not great, not terrible, I suppose. Interest is still huge, which is surprising to me. Usually I have laissez-faire. I am now going at trying to actually go for society. If I could get central planning, actually no, minting here, and loan interest rate decrease. That would be pretty nice. More companies would be good. I guess this would be steel frame buildings as next. More authority would be pretty nice. It probably would be nicer than this. And now the texts should be coming way quicker than they used to before. Simply because the weekly innovation should be much higher. I mean, the GDP is increasing. A lot of it is just due to gaining Lower Egypt, which is, yeah, almost 10% of my GDP. Ethiopia is no longer the majority, thankfully. There is something good going on in Portugal proper. It's like in those 22, 30, 33% of GDP of my empire is here, which is a significant amount, but probably would expect more overall. Well, 33%, maybe it's good enough. A lot of it is in Ethiopia, and then Lower Egypt is one of the most important ones. They're claiming Tanganyika, which is interesting because we already possess part of it. How are those guys colonizing without access to the actual British market? Huh. Afghanistan somehow ended up joining Russia, maybe through the power block? And yeah, this Balochistan is kind of stuck, but... Oh no, Great Britain actually won here. So Britain is having massive population, which is not ideal. They're actually directly controlling a lot of territory, which is going to be pretty bad for us at the end game. So we are actually losing Misri people with mass migration. That's fine for the most part. I think we have enough people. It just the problem is we want to move people into correct spaces. France to Ghana from French Senegal. Okay. Wonder what they actually did with it. Let's speed things up a little bit. I would want Spain to actually like me, but yeah, probably still controlling one of their cores is not going to make them like me anytime soon. We're about to get those done. This is going to increase my costs yet again, though maybe actually when taking into consideration that the access to market is going to increase, it might make things better slightly. You guys still don't have enough infrastructure, huh? I would really want to have more authority to play with edicts, but at the same time, going to democracy and making more reforms was probably a good move. So am I building anything here that's going to solve this problem or not? Okay, I'm building one more railway. Good, good, good. Also, I'm building a ton of coal mines there, so that's actually not going to solve this problem at all. Let's get some more interests. I guess Caribbean, why not? Get two more railways here. Yeah, all the motor industries as well. And that's a bit of a switcheroo with the queue over here. Yeah, that looks okay for the most part. Put on Radical Revolt. We got Conquest against Borgu. Okay. Maybe I should start going for like Darfur or something. I actually have access to them because of my colonization, which is very slow, but actually is giving some results. I wonder if... Yeah, I heard that roads that are on the map actually have some kind of implication for military movement. That's not entirely clear to me how it works exactly, which is what's causing the armies over here to get lost, because they cannot go back along the roads, because they are not colonized or that they're not controlled. I'm not really sure how that works. Oh my, we're losing bureaucracy somehow. I'm assuming it's because there's more people in here, but I might be wrong. Let's see, so that would be really not that much it for me. Let's go for something small. They might get a bunch of support, but that's going to be fine. Don't need conscripts here. We got a colonial clash. Public incident in France. Or they can get claim on South Cameroon. Probably South Cameroon is where exactly? Oh, it's over here. We actually control this? Oh yeah, we took it from Spain, I think. Yeah, I mean, you guys... Don't you guys already pretty much control the entirety of it? We are already rivals with France. They already hate us. I don't think it really changes anything. Do you guys have a general? You guys have 2 generals. This should be fine. Wait, you guys cannot get there? What? You guys cannot get even to this HQ. Okay. But I need my enemies to actually push a little bit so I can try counter-pushing. We got Danish people moving in. Let's see, if I get over here, can I go now? No, cannot reach Zanj HQ. Wait, you guys are over here. You're probably not going to be enough to actually push. Trade unions, wounded romantic. Seems good enough. Oh wow, suddenly... What is causing these huge switches in bureaucracy? Maybe it's the... like... Because some of the bureaucracy is coming from the colonies, maybe there's problem with workers there? Or something? I'm really not sure what's going on. Let's get... maybe like a ton in Beira. Now let's build just a few. So I can get 2,000 troops over here. Or not really? No, I can't. Can I merge you with this army? I can try. I'm not sure what's going to happen. You cannot reach. Okay. Maybe do not increase the numbers here. Oh well, so everything got deleted here. That's fine. There's nothing here but some conscripts. Yeah, there we go. That as well. You guys have... Okay, let's remove you as well. Well, all the hope is on you two guys. No one else can actually get there. Sure. Colonization of... Oh, you guys are in a huge revolt. But I get the feeling that the Brits are somehow still going to be able to reach here. What's their war goal? War reparations. So they're not going to be able to enforce it in any way, pretty much. Maybe those 2k will be enough. And no. They're close. Is it actually going to work? Positive epoch. I actually got positivism. I don't don't think so, but this is good enough. Veld Protectorate. So we'll get an event if we make Egypt our subject. But I don't really want to. I mean, I'm happy with just conquering them directly. Okay, now you guys are losing. It should be fine because eventually I think I should gain access to this front line. Or one of my other armies. And then those armies can walk along the front back to Ankole. It's a bit of a mess. Well, quite a lot of mess actually. They're actually... yeah, they're really close to winning, but I think the numbers are just not high enough. Actually getting some coal mines, really important. And engines should be following next. Steel got cheap, somehow. Got a lobby, anti-Austrian lobby. Nah, steel is not that cheap. It's cheaper. Things are going in the correct direction. The private construction being focused on actual Spain is really good. So, 14 infamy. I mean, I'm actually fine just giving it away to them. It's like actually nothing. So yeah, the point of taking it away from Spain was to actually move it somewhere else. I had conquered this state from France anyways. Nice that you guys are offering this, but I'm going to say no. Can I now please get over there? Yes. Yeah, so see, it seems like it is actually a problem of the roads. So the armies are only able to travel on the roads, and if they do not have access... oh, that might be a problem long term. We shall see. Strengthen Beira loses infrastructure. That's not nice. You guys can switch to attack, actually. Got the new leader of the trade union, and it's a moderate. Notice the only traditionalist is in the Catholic Church, I think. Does that mean... maybe some changes in rights of women are on the table. Yeah, landowners and Catholic Church are always going to be opposed to those. Going for full women's suffrage, probably not really an option. It's going to really piss them off to go like this. Animist right movement. Sure. Let's look into how possible it is to get laissez-faire. If I could make rural folk just slightly happier, and landowners as well, can I get you guys anything? Probably not much. Yeah, you guys are like the opposite of what I want in every possible way. It would be really nice to have some actually ideology other than moderate or traditionalists. There's some nihilists, there's a reformer for guys who actually want reforms anyways. Yeah, there are a lot of moderates, which just makes things really not interesting for the most part. Now we're pushing back over here. The Brits are cleaning up their uprising as well. Yeah, and now because this army teleported along the front, they're actually going to be stuck in this region, I think. Unless they get teleported back to the capital, which might happen as well. Okay. And they got actually teleported to the capital? Let's see. No, you guys are still stuck here. Some of you. You guys went to the capital, yes, okay. The balance, negative balance is actually decreasing. It seems like the population of those 4 states is increasing really massively, which is really important. It seems like quite nicely, not quite, the private investments are not focusing all industry on the 4 core states, but they are for the most part. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, Italian War of Unification started. With Sardinia Piedmont supported by France and Russia against Austria and Switzerland and 2 Sicilies. And Russia is fighting Bavaria for... they're trying to unify, including a null state. But France is not even part of this, they are supported by Netherlands. So, I mean, this time... are they going to be able to unify without... they control Alsace Lotharingian. French just gave it to them. What happened here? Both the German unification and the Italian unifications are happening at the same time, and it's a huge mess. It seems like Germany might be able to unify in the end, in the most roundabout way possible. But I don't think, like, there's just basically just Bavaria fight against them. But somehow they are losing? Bavaria and Belgium. Which is a great okay. And a lot of other miners in Germany. Glorious Union, controlled by France. Belgium is a great power. What? Who else is a great power? Japan is crows. And this sorting still doesn't work. Spain is not a great power, but we have Great Britain, France, Russia, United States, Portugal, Austria, Belgium. What did you guys... yeah, I guess you have enough prestige. Which reminds me, I should probably lower this. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt me, including military if possible, as long as I keep enough prestige. And I do. Damn, my balance is looking not too bad, huh? I'm reducing all of my construction. Still need more iron. Actually, probably the best way to get more iron at this point, instead of building more mines, would be to focus on getting more explosives. To be honest, I could get almost 700 more instantly. But I need so much stuff, that's the problem. Apparently even ammunition. And engines are one of the priorities. Well, the market is looking much better all of a sudden. The expensive goods, for the most part, are slowly starting to evaporate. Let's see. What good can I get? This would be pretty nice if I could make it actually prosperous. But doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Maybe just go for this. Because I can, or more paper. Paper is always going to be useful. Now let's go for this and see how they do. Got a bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter. Because a bit of problem with access. I guess because there's... I'm not sure why. There's a lot of buildings here. Okay, that's fair enough. The GDP is increasing now that the conquest even are over. Overtaking Russia, approaching British Raj, which It's fairly impressive. With 1/4 the population of there. Yeah, getting the iron mines is certainly helping with how much money I'm spending on construction for sure. We actually got Italy now. And on the other hand, it looks like Russia is losing again. Oh my god, there's no even any great power actually intervening. And they're still losing. Austria is going to get destroyed in this. Yeah, luckily they're only going to lose Italy. British Radical Revolt. Oh, that's pretty bad for Great Britain. It's not really a threat to them, but it's going to be like weakening their economy quite a bit, I think. No thanks. Empty pockets. Yeah, just making people in Extremadura more loyalists. Yes, please. We are actually losing radicals very slowly. So Prussia actually signed a white peace, I think, which is their best thing they could have hoped for. They didn't unify with all of Germany, but with most of it. So they did improve their position somewhat. Still not ideal. Basically, Prussia gamed their way into unifying as much as possible and actually becoming a viable state with direct connection between the West and the East. There's another same uprising as before in Java. That's not going to go anywhere, I'm afraid. Okay. I mean, things are looking much better when it comes to the economy, actually. Somehow. The debt is still huge, but right now I think if I raised my taxes, I would be actually making money, which is a huge difference compared to how it used to be. Okay, I don't think there's any graphs for population in a singular state. But it does feel like there's a lot of growth in those. You got to petition wage subsidies. Yeah, maybe rights of assembly would be easier. Piss off industrialists and landowners. You guys could wait a bit with that. I should probably try thinking about doing something. But there's actually the only viable governments right now are this and just the trade unions. And the problem is trade unions don't really care about republic being a thing. Yeah, that's... The current king sucks. The next one is actually pretty decent. So it's going to be a while before this one dies. A long, long time. He's actually reducing legitimacy by 10. Oh my god, he's so annoying. Gives a little bit of authority, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait with this. Peasant movement. What do you guys want? Can I use you in some way? No. And let's just try to remove them from the equation. The bunch of happening, but yeah, I think this is going to be it for this session. Actually, gaining a bit of prestige is going to be pretty nice. I think the economy is kind of starting to go into a decent direction. And I hope it can continue going like this. Like the market is finally starting to be fixed, at least when it comes to coal, for example. We are actually stopping to import coal, which is pretty significant. We used to import a ton of it, though I still, yeah, explosives are going to be probably one of the biggest priorities. No, just in case, just so I don't forget. Let's just do this. So now at least I won't forget that I need to get more exposures for next session. So yeah, GG and see you guys on the next one.